Hydration is important.
It
Seeing,
is. It's,
oh no, I was about to say, seeing as I'm being requested to do some impact.
oh,
Yep, gonna have a nice some impact scenes happening in Jamaica.
you always get booked fast everywhere you go.
I mean, look, it's one of those things where just do what you love and people will love you for it.
That's valid. I mean, that's basic manifestation.
All right, and let me make sure I don't have no extra audio going on.
Ooh.
Okay, let me see. Could you say something real quick?
I need to get a wax appointment, maybe.
I got a wax a couple weeks ago, and it was nice. It was nice catching up with Brittany. It's been a while.
See, that's I need to get back to my regular person.
Is your person in Jersey or New York?
No, my person was in Queens, so actually I need a new regular person.
All right. I don't know how much this is going to be in the episode, but ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Big Letter, Little Letter Podcast with your host, Hedo.
Hi, and Jam.
And we'd like to welcome you to another episode. What episode are we on? I think this is episode 17 for us.
18.
18?
Yeah,
Are
same
you
as my
sure?
birthday.
Are you positive?
Same as my birthday.
It was your birthday. Wait, did I not up? Oh no, I didn't upload it. That's what happened.
Oh no. Well, they'll get it when they get it.
Yeah, I'll. Well, there we go. You know what's about to happen? Oh no, we are on 17. Um, did we record B for bondage?
Yes.
Okay, then my ADHD must have got me.
You did it. I think it's up. We will see.
We'll
The
figure it out.
people will find out.
They will find out. I really think.
Let's see.
No.
I'm gonna look.
This is a fun way to start the podcast.
No, it's not up there. So
We never recorded it. Well, people, y'all are gonna get B for bondage next time. Then that's what's about to happen.
I think we recorded it and it's just not up.
Because I might have to just do some. I might not have transferred it over. That might be what happened. I'll figure it out. Well, people about to get a 2 for 1 then. That's what's going to happen. Because I literally just pulled up the site and I'm like, I see 16
Uh-huh.
with tie bind lash.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm like, where is this other one? And yeah,
Nah, it's where we recorded B for Bondage.
so yeah, maybe I'll go ahead and look. I don't think I moved the audio file over, but it's all right. I'll get it done.
Okay, it's a pretty extensive episode. We talked about it a lot.
Yeah, but even still, that's still episode 17. So this will be 18. Yes, you're right. Well, welcome to episode 18. And before we actually get into the topic we're discussing today, Jan, what you been up to?
Managing life.
Managing life.
I feel like there's no other way to put it. I mean, it's why we're so off, and I appreciate you for being so kind to me. But don't worry, guys. I'm a little more settled than I ever been. I just need a car, and then we're done.
See, that's it. Just a car and you're done. So yeah, so the move to the new state, fingers crossed on job opportunities and all that good stuff.
Yes, I actually heard back. So hopefully, I'm going to do the work that I actually moved to Jersey for. And I just need to figure out what is Jersey. Like, what are these people like? Are they mean? Are they nice? Like, what is it? Are they scammers? I don't quite understand the persona of Jersey yet.
The way I feel is think of it like a little brother. That's a little brother to New York. That's what I've heard from a lot of people.
I don't know. I think that's a nice way to put it. I would say like a little brother
I mean,
on
if you
your
want to be rude,
father's side.
I'm gonna say if you want to be rude about it, they're the redheaded stepchild.
Yeah, I could dig that one. It's definitely giving stepmother that you don't like.
First off, I love my Jersey people, so let me not. This is not me trying to disparage the people of Jersey. This is just me stating how New York talks about y'all. So you take it up with them.
I'm. You should see how they talk about us. We're not gonna get into it, but I done heard some things. Okay, it's just like misguided anger towards New Yorkers. Like, what do we ever do to y'all?
All right, well, I will just go ahead and at least say this much for the Jersey folks. There's a lady that I met at a play party. This was the Fun Sexuals playcation, I believe. Was it the play? No, I met her at the Hawaiian theme party. It was a swing fling, and
Ooh.
she does have an event coming up in Jersey, like Saturday, the July 15th. So y'all might be hearing this a little bit
Ah,
late.
is it Self Love Club?
Yes.
Well, even if you don't make it to the one on the 15th, I'm sure there'll be more.
Of course, I think it's Self Love Club NJ, all one word on Instagram, and yeah, she saw what Red Jax did and what she does in DC, with her cuddle parties and everything, and wanted to go ahead and bring that softness and joy to Jersey. So at least you have that going for you.
Yeah, that's cool. I've actually talked to that person and I can't wait because you guys know I do the cuddling thing. So hopefully I can meet more people that way.
So yeah, so you know what? I think I'll just go ahead and release this episode today. Maybe a person or two in Jersey might hear it, or I might release it on Monday. You know, I got my Vyvanse in, so your boy feeling a little extra productive.
Oh my gosh, that's extra bold. You better finish packing.
Of course, maybe, you know, zig and zag. All right, but what else been going on with you? Some events happening.
Yes, tomorrow I'm going to what may be my first and only event this summer. And that's kind of crazy because the last time I told you guys I went to an event, it was with Black Cordam. And I think I told you all that Black Cordam started Society. And their very first event for Society is Sublime Effigy happening tomorrow in Brooklyn. I'm very excited. So when you hear this, look up the society. I'm sure by the time this is out, there's going to be a ton of commentary about the event. And then they hope to move uh, the parties all over the US. So look for one near you very soon.
See, I feel like they would do really well in DC. Well,
Of course.
let's say DMV, because you know it's it's the DMV.
Well, I mean,
Um,
my siblings are in the DMV, so of course.
I also feel like they would do okay in it. I feel like we give Atlanta a little bit too much credit for being the quote unquote like Wakanda or whatever, you know, the black mecca of the US. But I feel like
I never gave them that credit, but go on.
I haven't either. Again, I love my Atlanta people. I mean, hey, the city blackity black, black, black. But I just feel like something's a little reserved, you know?
Yes.
Like, just I feel like Atlanta still has a lot of people that's over here saying things like that's white people shit.
Yes, definitely.
But I
I'm
know,
like, I'm not going to go there. Never mind.
but I know, you know, DC, New York. It's like you'll find a whole spectrum of people which are just dope as fuck.
I'm sure. I know Black Cordam travels often to Cali. I know there's a couple of people in society in Texas. And then, you know, where people should really set up is in Ohio. Because I've heard so many people, at least two people in every group I'm in, they'd be like, I'm in Ohio. There's no scene here. And I'm like, but I know like 16 of y'all already.
No, I would say the Midwest because I'll talk about this a little bit in my Kinkley Weekly, but someone that I worked with recently, she's based in like Connecticut, and like I'm like, oh wow, there's people up there. There is black people there.
Right?
Like you have like horrible decisions. They do their tour. They went to Cincinnati, and I'm like,
That's
huh.
a good one too. You forget that it's a big city.
I mean, big.
You forget that it's a city.
I love my Midwest folk. That wasn't, you know, I'm not here trying to shame nobody. It's just that when you're in Texas and you have three cities with over 1 million people, you kind of like a city with not at least 1 million, you don't think it's big. Hell, I live in Austin. I don't call Austin big. I call Austin a town that's trying to be a city.
A town. Oh no.
I mean, look, it's growing into a city, but we're already at a point where we're telling people there's no more room. That's a town. That's town mentality.
Yeah, that sounds very Texas of them.
All right, but hopefully you'll have fun tomorrow at this event.
Yes, but tell them where you're going because that's where I wish I was
Okay, so before I tell you where I'm going, let me tell you where I've been. Been doing, the work thing. I am an overnight guy, so IT in the dark. I love it. I just
going.
work my Monday through Thursday 10-hour shift, and then I have the weekend to myself, which led me to go to BlurredCon.
That was fun. So
BlurredCon was a blast. And like the main reason why I went is shout out to my lady pushing me to like make the numbers work because we're moving and like funds you don't want
we're
to. I'm just moving to North Austin, but when you're moving, funds be stretched. But she hit me with some words where that pushed me like, yeah, we're gonna make this happen, and I made it happen. And I was asked to be on the panel from another friend. That she wanted to like throw a panel, poly sexy cool, where we talk about like that kind of intersection of blurs and non-monogamy, because whenever like nerds are together you kind of realize like, oh, we're all doing the same thing with regards to like relationships and stuff and kink and
that's
all this.
exact.
And yeah, so it was a fun panel. I'm glad I got to see all the dope costumes. I was Inuyasha, my anchor partner was Kagome, and people stopped like, oh, can we get a picture? And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Because I have the heart of the cosplayer where it's like if someone's asking you for a picture, that means you did a good ass job.
That's valid.
So, but yeah, did that. That was a ball, and got back to Austin to get these workdays out of the way because I'll be on my way to hedonism in a couple days, and will likely be on the island when this episode's released.
Amazing. Put me in your suitcase.
Yeah, I did get an extra. I did get a bigger check baggage. So if you can find your way
Yeah,
to Austin, I can go ahead and see about sneaking you in.
that ain't nothing but a plane ticket.
But yeah, and for those that are uninitiated, because some people listen to this because they're curious about certain things.
Hmm.
Hedonism 2 is a resort based in Jamaica, specifically Negril. It is a clothing optional resort. It is what some people call the swingers mecca because people go there to just be naked and have fun. And their tagline is "Be wicked for a week."
I love that. Just be naked and have fun.
So yeah, so that's my whole thing. Like I just enjoy the overall vibe of just being able to just be all ass naked, walking around, just existing. I don't have to like the sun is nice even when it's raining. When I've been, it hasn't been like thunderstorm rain. It's just been like a light gentle rain where I'm like, yeah, I'm naked. I don't have wet clothes.
Naked in the rain.
Yes, I don't have to worry about my clothes getting wet.
I love it.
And that is just, I just enjoy it. The first time I went 2 years ago, last year I went with my partner. We both had a good time, though she has admitted that she is an every other year person.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm going solo this go around with this new group. I even talked about certain tips and tricks in my other podcast, the Hitchhiker's Guide to E&M.
Mhm.
And yeah, just talk about certain things that you should look out for. I'm just overall, I know I'm going to at least have a good time. We'll see if it's going to be a great time, which I'm assuming it will be.
I'm gonna try to make it next year. This year, this summer, my big goal was Sex Down South, which I'm finally going to. Next year, I think I'm gonna make it hedonism.
Yep, I'm already putting the numbers together to make it to Six Down South. That's gonna be September 7th to 9th, which is a little bit weird because it starts on a Thursday and ends on a Saturday.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
well, I'm gonna make it work because also next month I go to Philly for Come Talk podcast. They're doing a thing, and a friend asked me to come by and do some impact stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, I stay busy.
And make your way up to Jersey while you're at it.
I'll see if that'll be a possibility. Um, but yeah, that's all I got as far as what's been going on. I mean, beforehand, like did some Impact stuff. I think I talked about getting booked in October to perform at an event. I don't know if she's still calling it the Kink Box, but it's an event based out in Austin from Urban
Ah,
Play
yes,
ATX.
yes. That's one of my siblings.
So yeah, so we're gonna have the Kink Box happening on October 12th. So yeah, I'm gonna be performing a wax scene this go around.
I'm very excited. People really loved your wax.
So
I
I've
have that
heard.
on my list. Next time.
Oh yeah. So hey, I feel like if I do a good enough job, I'll be able to get like a reoccurring role there, which I'm all about.
That would be awesome, right? Because it's in the neighborhood,
Cause I mean,
quote unquote.
wait, which urban play are you talking about?
Same.
The one in Austin?
Yeah. For you, you
Okay.
could have a regular gig at a place in the neighborhood.
Yes. But yeah, that's all been going on with me. I mean, we took a while to get caught up, but we have been kind of, MIA for a little bit.
We have. And I find that we have good things going on. You always have good things going on.
I
So
have decent things going on. I just don't share the bad because, the American way is to suffer in silence and boast about your grand stuff.
I try to suffer out loud so people will buy me coffee.
I need to change my game up then. I love me some coffee.
Right?
All right, all right. Focus because today we are talking about the letter O for orgasm control.
The big O.
And some little O's. Can't forget about
Sometimes
the little O's.
it's amusing to say it that way because when I talk to people about the rose, I'm like, it's pretty amazing. It has to be the pulsing rose, but you have to get past the first big O and then you can have more fun with it because the rose will give you the big O immediately. But you have to get past it to get the best O's.
Okay, I can see that. I have not seen the rose used in live person. I feel like I want to add it to my arsenal, but I got the Satisfier Pro too. So like, why would I
Um,
get the rose?
it's true. Don't get that because the rose is not good if you have like carpal tunnel or like any type of dexterity issue.
Oh, girl, I'll be twiddling these fingers, girl. I'm the person that's trying to bring back fingering into the forefront, so that's
Spread the
not an
word.
issue. But yes, orgasm control. Now, you might be asking, what the fuck is orgasm control? So,
Delicious.
chef's kiss. Orgasm control is a form of play. It can be any sexual activity that involves forcing, denying, postponing, or extending an orgasm, and sometimes a combination of all the above. Now, when we're talking about orgasm control, this is a scenario that does involve essentially a dynamic of a top and a bottom. Now, can orgasm control be done in a form that is a switch kind of role? Yes. For example, a 69 is an attempt of orgasm control between two people at a simultaneous time. Like the overall goal, as one is on, because it could be penis to vagina, that 69, vagina to vagina, dick to dick. Like in 69, that's essentially a way that you can kind of do like maybe an orgasm control. But the reason why I wouldn't express and say, yeah, that's the way to go about it is because 69 can be very uncomfortable. So who's over here thinking about an orgasm while not trying to crush someone's throat?
That seems so dangerous.
But yes, it is a dynamic between top and a bottom, where the top is a person that is engaging in whether that is a forced orgasm, which is bringing a person to an orgasm, and even as they orgasm, you are continuing to provide stimulation in order to get them to orgasm again.
Mhm.
Orgasm denial, where it's equivalent to edging. You're trying to get the person as close to coming, but you stop right before they do so.
That's not nice.
It is very nice because of what happens at the end, unless you're dealing with someone that's going to edge you for like a whole week and then
That
really
is
stop
not nice. That is punishment.
it. But yes, that is essentially what denial goes about. Now, sometimes denial can go into agent can go into a range of a ruined orgasm where a person doesn't time it right and they stimulate you just enough to get over the edge, but is not as dynamic as it could be because it wasn't like rubbed all the way through.
Mhm.
You also have the denial of an orgasm where you're just pretty much not allowed to come. This is more of a mental bondage situation where a
Yeah.
person will do their best not to orgasm as they're being stimulated because they don't want to disappoint their top or their dom, to the point where if they do, there's likely a punishment that follows after.
That takes a lot of work.
I mean, it's a DS dynamic. DS dynamics can be used with orgasm control.
It's true, but hot damn. That's like having to pee all day and then like you get into the bathroom and you're staring at the toilet and you still won't let yourself pee. Like you're gonna piss the floor.
I mean, in some cases, that is the intention, but in most cases, you should have the knowledge to know when to like let them go, because we are not about to have someone like have damaged vessels in their groin all because they're holding pee.
This is valid. I mean, like the secretary. That's such a good movie, bro. But yes, like you can't go too far with that. I like that's a lot of work. I don't even know how to hold an orgasm. I've had like phone sex with people who would be like, "Don't come yet," and I'm like, "I already came like 5 minutes ago. At this point, I'm just playing the game."
See, the beauty of like dominance is you're only limited by your creativity. And I can imagine like using a cane on someone that is like, oh no, I'm gonna come or something to that effect. Like I enjoyed this website called kink.com. They had all these variations of stuff like hogtied or upper room where, there's it's protocol. And you gotta ask permission to come. And if you do not, there is some consequences, whether it be more orgasms, a caning, or things to that effect. Of course, everything is negotiated, everything is understood, and we do use our safe words. But as far as the scene goes, yeah, there are some consequences that are previously agreed upon in
Yeah.
case you do not follow through on the orders.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I haven't met anybody who could make it happen. Well, I haven't played with anybody who would make it happen yet.
No, I mean, it's reasonable. Now, all right. So essentially, again, there are two main elements when it comes to orgasm control. There's forced orgasm and orgasm denial. Forced orgasm, as I explained, is kind of giving someone the experience of a climax from. See words. The top is giving a climatic experience to the bottom. The bottom is giving up control in regards to how their body moves, how they react. So they're not rubbing themselves. In some cases, they are bound, whether by rope, by cuffs, by chains. Like they're unable to prevent what's coming. Though a lot of people squirm and try to stop it, but
Hmm.
hey, if you're good with your ties, you can keep them in position to get that nut. Um, and orgasm denial is preventing the recipient from having an orgasm. Now, there are some tricks that can be done. So there are physical and psychological ways to go about it. Again, Dom sub dynamic, master slave dynamic. This is the whole mental aspect where, as they're being stimulated, they're being ordered not to come because they understand that there is punishment that will come from orgasming without permission.
Okay.
That's the mental aspect. The physical aspect is as you're making them come, you will do something else in order to provide a distraction. That is either creating pain, um, be it like with clamps, with slapping, with like certain impact in order to make sure that they are distracted and not, you know, going to be able to come.
Hmm.
It does take practice. It does take timing. It does take knowing your partner in the scene because everyone's different. Some people are like very sensitive. I'm guessing Jem is one of those people where
That would be me.
if the gates are open, the gates are opening. There is no closing it.
Yeah.
And those are just the two main aspects when it comes to orgasm control.
Okay, so like first of all, in your whole explanation, I'm like you add little one to the end of some of those sentences, and it feels very much big letter of you, sir. But what are your tricks? How do you make this happen?
Okay, so out of all of it, I'm more of a fan of forced orgasm because everyone deserves to come. Like
Okay,
like I am 34 going on 35. There are women my age that have yet to experience an orgasm.
this is facts.
And so I lean more on the side of forced orgasms because I do enjoy, I love when a woman's coming. It turns me on. Like just the moans, the shaking, the toe curling, like them going through an orgasm turns me on. A la
Hmm.
hedonistic dom. So the way I go about it is like first anatomy. That's the first thing you got to learn. Like you got to learn like everybody is different. Yes, we have certain parts yes, we have the same parts, but every part don't operate the same. Like a Samsung and a Motorola are two different phones. Like you got to do different things to make it work properly. Like some people might have a inverted cervix, and so certain aspects of like hitting the G spot and A spot does not hit the same as someone with a standard cervix.
Mm.
Like so, anatomy is the first thing. Secondly, is tools of the trade. It's like some people orgasm better from suction, some people from penetration, some people from a combination of the two. You're looking like you're thinking about something.
I like that combination is really good stuff.
But yeah, so it's essentially like getting the tools of the trade. Like me, I have my Hitachi, I got my various wands, my various insertables. Like the
Mhm.
snail vibe, I got an enjoy wand that's kind of like curved for certain spot hitting. I got various suctions because it's like the vulva is simple but complex.
Mhm.
So that's the second thing. I would say third is just getting to know the person. Like once you know their personality, you can see like how to go forward with certain things. If a person is generally like sweet, kind, and gentle, then you want to
Talking
go,
about me.
huh?
Why are you talking about me?
All right, that's all about you. But yeah, if someone's generally like sweet, kind, and gentle, I'm thinking throughout their day to day, because we're humans, they most likely get frustrated but suck it up. They normally can take on a lot that's dished on them and still keep up with a smile. So in those certain situations, I would more so focus on kind of like you gotta pull emotion out of someone that's always nice because they always bury it down. They're always trying to like just keep a brave face, and so
Okay,
for you to see someone that's nice, kind, and sweet actually like go like primal, you gotta force it. I mean, like you are using this sertable at a faster rate when you find a particular spot. You are just trying to drag the emotion out of them. Now, if I'm dealing with someone that is abrasive, that would honestly cuss out their mama if they look at them wrong, like someone that is, someone that's like typically on 9 ready to go on 10,
Mhm.
I know to be more caressing, be more like sweet towards it because more times than not, you're putting up that hard shell because that's what you honestly need to do to survive. And you crave softness, you crave like kind of being caressed, being adored for who you are. And so I would go the route of kind of like just slowly pulling out that orgasm versus trying to like force it. Like it's gonna still be forced because I'm gonna do all the things to build up to a big O versus trying to get a quick O immediately.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is you can't be a self-centered dirtbag in order to make this work.
You can't be a self-centered dirtbag and be a proper top or dom.
It's true, but some people will try.
They will try and they will suck and scar people along the way.
Yeah, we're here to keep you away from those people. But for the ones who really want to learn, like take heed. take Hedo's advice.
Cause no, the best way to learn is to find honesty with a partner, be it with a friend with benefits, be it with your lover, your wife, your girlfriend. Those are the best ways to kind of explore this because you do need another body. You could also practice this on yourself. That's what a lot of people do, edging on themselves. Like,
Yeah, edging is hard.
it's not hard as long as you don't get lost in the emotion, not emotion, get lost in the feeling of that pleasure. Like you have to like enjoy the pleasure, but keep one mind in the back where it's like not yet. You got to have that not yet switch in your back of the mind where it's like not yet. Like cool down. All right, let's get back to it. Cause I know when I'm about to come. Like I will, like the way I go about like masturbating is, I'll
Mhm.
watch a video, and if I'm like, I want a better video than that too, even though it's feeling good, like I could easily just like end it. But why end the feeling?
I get that. Well, okay. So then the one piece of advice I have is that I know people are getting really into the toys, but I'm still a fan of a classic DJing the clip. And I feel like if when you're learning edging, it's way easier to do it just with like your fingers and not with toys. If you're
Definitely.
practicing edging on yourself.
Oh, definitely. Because like toys are an unknown element. Like I can't tell a toy to slow down at the right time. That toy is gonna keep going at that speed, and I gotta go through the settings to get back on the lower end. Like,
That's facts. But also like the struggle to move the toy away when you're like reaching the peak, it's difficult.
so yeah. So honestly, it's my favorite kink. I love orgasm control, but again, I'm a dumb because I love being given control because it's a matter of like someone's trusting you, and I get to use my knowledge in order to like make something shake. Like it's like orgasm control is up there with sensory deprivation for me.
These are all good things. Have we done sensory deprivation?
We have not discussed an episode, but I've done a few sensory deprivation scenes.
We're gonna need to talk about this because that is also one of the things that I keep bringing up to people that I still haven't gotten to try.
Well, we can go ahead and make sure that we talk about it because I got to go find this bondage episode, so we got time.
Cool, perfect.
All right. I think that's all we got for this. Jam, what you want to plug to the people?
Man, I'm not plugging anything, but if you want to buy me a chai latte with a double espresso shot, it's $12, and you can cash at me at Dula Jamina.
All right, go ahead and put your cash app in the show notes. As for me, I do have my other podcast, Big Letter, Little Letter podcast. Next episode, I'm going to have Jam as a guest.
It's me.
You can email me at Hitchhiker's Guide to E&M if you want to like talk about anything on there. For this one, just hit me up on Instagram, Hedonistic Dom, Big Letter Little Letter podcast, Big Letter Little Letter. Like either one of those Instagrams, you could DM any kind of questions, any kind of thoughts. If you want to be a guest and talk about some things, just be sure to reach out. We have no problem just discussing some things. Just don't be a pervert and send random butthole pictures because that's rude.
Don't do that. We don't want those.
Like
But
no.
I love questions, and I'm spending the entire summer researching and reading. So send your question.
See, yeah, there we go. Because and it's rude because we did not consent. Check out the episode. C is for consent.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, I feel like that's all we got for today, and catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.